Yeah, what's going on, guys? Story time. The last few days, I've basically just been relaxing. I have just been taking a mental break. Let me move this a little bit. There we go. But yeah, I've basically just been relaxing and taking a mental break. Um, so me and this guy, I, I'm not gonna name drop him because he knows who he is. He's a child. Not literally. Don't take that literally. He acted like a child. Come to break up. Different story. Actually, was almost 30, but it sounded like his balls didn't drop. Keep that. Um, so, yeah, that's who I was dealing with. The last few days, or several days actually, I haven't been feeling good because I got my upper left back molar removed. It was bad. The dentist said there was more roots than there was tooth. Um, so that's why it hurt so much coming out. Now, on top of that, my neighbor's dogs do not shut up. They bark all the time. They're not trained. She doesn't care about him. Not my problem. That's my ex sister in law that I share a wall with. We don't get along. Me and her are, it's like cats and dogs fighting, um, because she doesn't care about anybody but herself. Anyway, that's not what I'm coming on here to talk about. Anyway, so that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about my ex, right? So, yeah, leading up after my tooth extraction, he got mad because I was avoiding him. Not avoiding. I distance myself when I don't feel good and when I'm in pain. Completely different. And I told him that a few days ago. I don't know, like 3 or 4 days ago, something like that. I don't even remember when I broke up with him because my week has been a blur. That's how it's felt. Um, but yeah, so he was basically like, "Oh well, why are you distancing yourself?" or something like that. And I said, "I'm not distancing myself. I don't feel good. I have a migraine. My tooth hurts. Like I've been sleeping." And he's like, "Oh well, I understand you don't feel good, but I feel ignored or something like that." And I was like, "Okay, that's not my problem. If I don't feel good, I'm gonna sleep because I need it. Clearly, because my body is healing. It's not my fault." But then he was like texting me and texting me and texting me, and he was like, um, he said something like, "Well, I have the dialogue of it all. I'll have to reread it, but he said something like, well, um, since you don't feel good, why don't I just give you space?" That's what it was. He was like, "Oh well, since you don't feel good, why don't I just give you space?" And I was like, "It'll only take a few days. I just need a few days, and then I'll be fine." And he's like, "Okay, it's gonna fucking suck though, because I can't talk to you." Okay. And I was like, "Okay, fine. How about this? I'll send you pictures and talk to you here and there throughout the day." And he's like, "No, I'll just give you space. You just need to take your time." And I was like, "Okay, I don't know why you're giving me attitude. I'm not giving it back." So, and then he texted me again, and he was like, "This is the last thing before this is the last thing I'll say before I leave you alone for the night." Um, and then he said something else, and then he was like, "Oh, if our snap streaks end, it's whatever. I don't care about snap streaks. You really think I give a shit about snap streaks? Especially from you?" Um, and then he said, "Oh, um, do you want to be with me or not?" And da 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 da. And I was like, this all started because I don't feel good. And he was like, I'm an overthinker. And I'm like, okay, I get that. And I told you, I don't feel good. I'm sleeping a lot. And then it was just all about him and no cares about me. And then he proceeded to post on his Snap stories um, about being an overthinker and you have to understand an overthinker to love them. And I'm like, you're making yourself look like a victim. I didn't do anything. And he also posted something like, I don't like feeling this way and like making me out to be the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy. But hey, what do I know? And then what else? There was something else that I think that was it after that. It was just that. And then he kept texting me and I just started ignoring him. I was like, whatever. He's on a tyrant. I don't care. Come, I would say 4:30, 5 in the morning, because Koda's alarm goes off at 3:45, so I'm awake at that point. So come like 4:30 or 5, I was typing it out and making sure it sounded right and everything. And it basically stated my wants, my dreams, and what I'm pushing myself so hard for. And that was YouTube and the Navy, right? And so it was explaining like this isn't something that you did, or it's nothing that you said or did. It's not something that you can fix. I need to focus on myself. And it was like really long, and I put my full heart into it. Like there was compassion, and I was just, it sounded good too. Like it sounded good. So I'll even copy and paste what I said, the breakup message, so that it'll be in the description. There we go. That's the one. Yes. It's been a long few days. So I'll post it down there for you guys if you guys want to see it. Because it was heartfelt. And then all he responded with was, so you're dumping me to focus on yourself. I was like, yeah, essentially, yes. Yeah, I need to focus on myself. And then he was like, well, why didn't you just tell me last night? And I said, because I needed to take the time to make sure I said the right thing and make sure that my mind was in the right place. And he was like, oh, well, I've done nothing but to be supportive of you. And I said, I'm not doubting that at all. I never once said that. But I need to do this for myself. And he was just like, oh, well, you're hurting me again, and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, at least I had the balls to tell you, hey, I'm breaking up with you. This is why. I could have easily just blocked your ass. I could have easily just ghosted. But I had the balls to be that person that cared enough to tell you, hey, this is what's going on. This is what I'm doing. This is what's happening. This is how it is. And you took it and spinned it, and you're acting like a victim. I did nothing wrong to you. I have fucked up with our relationship. Yeah, I admit that. But we got over it, and we fixed it, right? I made a bad mistake at one point, yes. But we moved on, and you're acting like I just punched you in the fucking groin or something. And then after that, what happened after that? I don't remember what was said, but I know I kept my cool. I stayed like neutral with everything, and then the last thing I told him was, I'm not going to go round and round in circles with you. I have to get ready for work. or I have to get ready for my workout. Or no, wait. No, I said I'm not going round and round in circles with you. You can be my friend, you can block me, you can hate me, or whatever. I don't care. I don't think I said that I don't care part. But anyway. And then after that, I said, I have to get ready for my workout. I have to stream and then get it ready for YouTube. That never ended up happening because I passed out because I was exhausted mentally. And I said, the block button is right there if you need it. I said it as a neutral tone, not telling him to block me, but being like, if you need it, it's right there. And he responded with, what the fuck is your problem, dude? I've been nothing but supportive to you. Karma's gonna bite you in the ass, and da-da-da-da-da. He started taking screenshots. Okay, now that's a childish thing to do. Because you want to look like the victim, like you always do. Oh, poor me. But I did nothing wrong. So karma is not going to bite me in the ass because I know I'm a good person. I know I didn't do anything, or I didn't say anything that would hurt you. And if it did hurt you, you gotta get a thicker skin, dude. I'm just saying. Put up or shut up. You're not gonna put up with me. At least my balls dropped. Just saying. And that's not an attack on anybody who has a high voice. That's mainly just for him. Because he has a deep voice, yet he forces it higher. So he acts super flamboyant, which I have no problem with, normally. But he's so obnoxious about it, too. And when he's excited, he makes it even higher. And like I said, I have no problem with flamboyancy. I have no problem with any of that. Look at my fucking flag. I clearly don't have a problem with it, right? But when you're being so obnoxious and then also being needy and then also like basically just expecting so much of me, I don't care anymore. I'm a master class at insults, okay? I can make anybody cry. Now that's not my goal, but I can. But you're not going to put up with me. Because let me tell you something. I got a lot of people that can back me up. I got a lot of people that will literally put me in the middle and they will put a circle around me of just people. You're not going to get by. You may be 6'3", but where's the muscle? I don't see muscle. Just saying. So, yeah, that's what happened. Like I said, I'm a master class at insults. This is mainly just me getting it off my chest so I can just finally breathe. Because there were times where I wanted to drive my fist into the wall because there was days he pissed me off so much. Yeah, I didn't. Because I know how to keep my mouth shut. He goes to the bar, I think Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever. I don't know. He goes to the bar certain days for bingo or karaoke. His voice sucks, by the way. It's no wonder he didn't get on The Voice or on American Idol. His voice is so nasally and high pitched because he forces it, and well, yeah. But yeah, so he has gotten in fights or arguments or whatever the last however many times he went to the bar last week. He was like, oh, I almost got in a fight with this dude, and then the next day, oh, I almost got in a fight with this dude, and I'm like, do you even know when to shut the fuck up? Or do you just let your mouth just run and run and run and run and run? It's no wonder you get in so much trouble. Like, he was like, oh yeah, my dad had to hold me back from beating the fuck out of a dude. And I was like, and you're proud of it? Huh. How sad. I drink now and then. I drink at home. Why? Because I avoid confrontation. Because I avoid fights. Because I'm an adult and I don't open my mouth when it doesn't need to be opened. If there's something going on, guess what? I'm looking the other way, because if it doesn't involve me, I'm staying out of it. Why? Because unlike you, I have the brains to just say, not my problem, and I walk away. So, yeah, he's a very confrontational person. He talks, but he has no bite. That's it. He has a bark, sure, but he has no bite. No bite. I'm not scared of him. If anything, and this is not a threat at all, he should be scared of me. Because I have a lot of people in my circle who protect me, who love me, who support me. That's not a threat. That's just me saying I got a lot of people who will protect me and love me and support me for who I am. People who have supported me in my channel, who have supported me in working on my voice, who have supported me in shooting for the Navy. I got people who support me. I don't have fake friends. You always say people are fake. Well, if you look at yourself, you're pretty fake too. I mean, you're trying for modeling, yet you're not that good looking. You have a neck beard that you never shave. I dress nice. I don't drink like... I don't dress like I'm at a strip club. I don't exploit my body. I also don't let people touch me if I'm not in a relationship with them. And yet you were the one touching other people even though you were in a relationship with me. I said I didn't have a problem with it, so I didn't look like a dickhead. But maybe I should have. Weird. I keep my hands to myself. Why? Because I'm loyal. You always talk about, oh, this guy hit on me at the bar today. I doubt people hit on you. I'm just being honest. You always came back from the bar, oh, somebody hit on me, somebody hit on me. Then go be with them. Stop wasting your time with somebody who clearly looks a lot better than you do. Yeah, so this is basically me just getting it off my chest. And since he had the mind of a child and decided to screenshot our relationship, I wanted to take a little bit of time to dog him a little bit. No threats were made. But at least I can verbalize how I feel. So yeah. And then he texted Coda, and he was under the impression that Coda was going to stay friends with him, and Coda was basically playing him, I guess, and said, oh, well, I hope it doesn't ruin anything between us. And he said, the guy responded, hell no. He said, if anything, our relationship's going to get a lot stronger, and da-da-da-da. And then Coda ended up blocking him on Messenger, or on his phone and on Facebook. So, looks like he lost him too. He cares about me. Me and Coda may be getting divorced, but that doesn't mean he doesn't care about me. And if somebody treats me like shit, or if they talk shit about me, or if they guilt trip me, or if he sees red flags, like sending pictures to my ex-husband, you're sending pictures of yourself to my ex-husband because you're horny. You didn't think he was going to tell me? He told me before you told me. Yeah. You know why? Because we talk about everything. Even while we're getting divorced. And then you begged him not to tell me. He has the screenshots. He has black and whites. The only reason he ended up still talking to you is because I told him, oh no, just an off. Just an off day. I covered your ass. You're welcome, by the way. But yeah, just remember that. You lost Coda too. You ain't got nobody on this side. Nobody. So remember that. Coda will back me up. He's very protective over me. He's not possessive. Hell no. He knows he can't control me, and he doesn't try to. But he is protective. So you think you're all big tough shit, but just remember, you're not. You're just a piece of shit who objectifies everything, wants to fuck everything, and just, you don't care about anybody but yourself. It's pathetic. So yeah. I said so yeah so many times. It's like, mainly because I can breathe at this point. So that's what's been going on. I didn't expect it to be this long, but I kept thinking of more things of the shit that he would do, and then I'm like, oh yeah, and I also sent you, what, like $80 altogether? And then also the money on TikTok I gave you, so you're looking at over $200 at this point. Paid for your brake light. You're welcome. What else did I pay for? Oh yeah, gas to go do your modeling. You're welcome. I know I gave you well over $200. I'm never going to see that again. Not with your 4-hour, every now and then gas station job. I don't want your money anyway. So yeah, this is me. This is, I might change my name again. We'll see, because he chose my name. Right now I'm working with genetics to get a genetic test done, and once my insurance covers it, or if it doesn't, maybe Coda can help get it done, help me get it done, and then I'll pay him back when I'm able to. But I want to get a genetics test done, because then I can line my name up with my background a little bit. That's what I really want. So right now I'm just a no-name. Like, my channel is Rogue Reaper. That's never going to change. But as far as me as an individual, my name is just non-existent right now, because I'm not keeping a name that my ex chose. I want to make sure that when I get my genetic test done, that it lines up with my background a little bit. So that would mean more to me. So yeah, I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow night. I'm thinking maybe 10 o'clock, maybe a little bit earlier. I'm not sure. If you guys want to, you guys can comment down below. Let me know what time works best for you guys. I may be on mic too, because I finally charged my headset. So yeah, let me know, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. You guys don't have to watch all the way through. If you want to skip past a lot of it, you can. That's up to you. Oh my god, I have bags. But yeah, so keep smiling, keep your head up, and as always, you guys are beautiful. I will see you guys later. Adios.